a city board from the sea, from diving, and from the idea. I find that really odd because it's an all-inclusive. He puts cereal on top of the pancakes just to make it look good. Pretty close to what you see in the Maldives. I had no idea that the Red Sea looks like this, that Egypt looks like this. Very suitable for families. There's plenty of activities for children that look like Mihai was pretty upset about that.
I can say it's paradise.
And the first place in Egypt to be declared a marine protected area, but I still think you have to come here and see it with your own eyes. This is also one of the most biodiverse, with over 200 species of coral and more than 1,000 species of fish. The first time when we finally got to see some colorful, healthy looking coral, snatched the phone out of my hand and he literally put the 5 stars himself for me, and that kind of incident makes you question the reviews that you read online. Good morning everyone, here from Egypt, a new country for us. We are so excited to be here, but we're not actually in Cairo. We are in the town of Hurghada by the Red Sea, so it was actually cheaper to fly from Istanbul to Hurghada. That's why we came here first, and it was a 2.5 hour flight. So the flights ended up costing us $300 for the 2 of us one way, with checked-in luggage included. So quite straightforward, but it was a late night flight, so we were quite exhausted by the time we arrived. And yeah, entry into the country was also quite straightforward. We did have to purchase a visa on arrival, and it was $25 per person. Now you can only pay in cash, and they do seem to prefer that you pay in US dollars. And you can also pay in euro or British pounds as well, but it gets a bit tricky. Yeah, if you come, it's probably a good idea to have small money, small change, because you may not get the change back. So we didn't actually have US dollars on us, we had Australian dollars. And it literally only just crossed my mind in the last minute while we were sitting at the airport in Istanbul waiting to board our flight. I don't know, something came in my mind and I quickly went online to check. And yes, a lot of the people were saying that bring US dollars with you. So that's what we did. We changed some money in Istanbul. Now, Hurghada is well known for all-inclusive resorts, mainly speaking budget-friendly all-inclusive resorts when you compare to other parts of the world. That's why we wanted to try it out for ourselves, see what you get for the price, see if it's worth coming to an all-inclusive resort here in Egypt. So I'll just show you the room tour we did when we arrived yesterday. Okay, so this is our room, and even though this is an all-inclusive resort, it feels more like an apartment, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like 60 square meter apartment.
It is absolutely huge. I mean, I wasn't expecting this at all. In the pictures, it didn't look like this. It didn't look so big, but as you can see, we have a large kitchen over here and big dining table,
Yeah,
fridge.
you don't need this one.
Yeah, but I find that really odd because it's an all-inclusive. You have all the meals included, uh, and they have provided us with some water and tea making facilities. But I don't think we have any plates or any cutlery. So even if you wanted to use it, you can't really use it. So yeah, that's really strange. We do have a sink, and I'm assuming we have water. Yes. Okay, so that's functional. Yeah, so you can really just make yourself a cup of coffee. That's the main purpose, I assume. But other than that, yeah, you don't really need it.
For me, it's too big.
It is, yeah, probably too big, but I'll show you the rest. We have a large mirror over here. Then on this side, we have the living room. So once again, you can see just how spacious it is. We have a TV, and then I'll show you the balcony as well. Now we don't have a view. You can just see the pool and the resort. And yes, as you can probably notice, it is massive, and what you're seeing here is only a small part of it. We walked around a little bit with Mihai, and we actually ended up getting lost. That's how big it is. But yes, the balcony itself is once again very spacious. So we have a small sitting area over here to enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning. And then I'll show you the bathroom and the bedroom. Oh, and we have a wardrobe over here. Okay, once again, very big and spacious. We have an extra pillow. Okay, so the bathroom is just over here. A large mirror once again with the sink, the shower. We've got toiletries, and then the toilet is over here in the corner. And finally, we have the bedroom. And the bedroom itself is also quite spacious as well. So we have a large queen bed over here, a vanity area, and another huge wardrobe from what I can see. Yes, this one is big as well with a safe inside. So yeah, you can see just how big it is. Much bigger than we probably need it to be. We don't need it to be this size, but we're getting a lot of light in the room, which is quite nice. I like that. Very pleasant smell as well. I won't say it's spotless. There are a few minor issues that I have noticed, but overall it's pretty good. So yeah.
The big problem, no internet.
Oh yes, that's one thing we missed when we booked online. There is no Wi-Fi, no free Wi-Fi, I should say.
You need to pay extra €5.
€5 a day or something like that if you want to use the Wi-Fi in your room. They do have free Wi-Fi in the reception area.
Free.
But yeah, we tried using it and it barely works. It's impossible to use. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem for us given that much of our work is online. So yes, something to keep in mind. Always check that aspect, something that we missed. So we're staying here 3 nights and we're paying $85 per night. So yes, it will be interesting to see what the resort has to offer and if it's worth coming here for a holiday.
Good morning, guys.
So ever since I was a little girl, I've been fascinated by Egypt. I dreamed about the pyramids, the pharaohs, and the history that goes back thousands of years. So visiting this country has been on my mind ever since I can remember. So that's why I never thought that we would end up in Hurghada first. I always thought it was going to be Cairo. But as it happens, plans change, so that's okay. We're just going along with it. But I'll show you the outside of the resort. It's absolutely huge. It has this U shape. And as I mentioned previously, it's only a small part what you see here. So it is absolutely huge.
You need half day to see all the resort.
Yeah, you need a long time to see it. But the cool thing is, this resort is part of a larger group of resorts. So there are 3 resorts right next to each other from the same company, I imagine. So we can actually access all the facilities across all 3 resorts. So we can access the beaches, we can access the restaurants. So it's pretty convenient. We don't have to stay just in this resort. So the other 2 are just across the road. And yeah, they kind of joined. They all connect together. So that's very convenient. So yes, when you think of Egypt, just like me, you probably imagine ancient cities filled with temples and pyramids, but Hurghada is completely different. And not long ago, this place was just a tiny fishing village on the Red Sea. People lived off the sea, catching fish and trading a little, and that was about it. And then in the 1970s, word got out about the coral reefs here, some of the most beautiful in the world. Divers started coming, camping on the beaches because there weren't even hotels yet at that time. And then it didn't take long for the Egyptian government and foreign investors to see the potential. And within just a couple of decades, Hurghada transformed into one of the country's biggest tourist hubs. Today, it's a city of more than 250,000 people, built almost entirely around tourism. And yes, you can definitely see the contrast. On one side, the old neighborhoods where fishing families still live, and on the other side, the long stretches of resorts, marinas, and promenades built for visitors. So while most Egyptian cities are actually defined by their ancient past, Hurghada is defined by its present, a city born from the sea, from diving, and from the idea of creating a modern holiday destination out of the desert. So we're just making our way to have some breakfast. They do have a restaurant where it's a buffet, and they also have some a la carte restaurants, but you do have to make a reservation in advance for those. Once again, you can just see how big it is, spacious, very nicely decorated as well. Morning.
I get my favorite.
Yes, the pancakes. We had the pancakes yesterday, so they look nice and fresh.
The best chef.
Yes, these pancakes are so good. We had them yesterday. And then they have a nice selection of hot foods here. So they have boiled eggs, they have tomato gratin, potatoes, uh, sausages, French toast, beans. They also have a variety of fruit salads and fresh fruit over here as well. Some jams, honey. They have cereal over there, I can see, and yogurt. And they also have a large section of pastries over here and breads. So they have all sorts of flatbreads, buns, some sweet stuff as well. You can also ask, and they make you an omelette over here as well. And another section of sweet pastries over here. And we have another section dedicated to fresh salads. Okay, so Mihai decided to keep it light and simple with some pancakes and a fresh fruit salad. And what are those over there? Are
This
those?
one here.
Did you
Don't
put
say-
cereal?
Yeah, don't say nothing.
He put cereal
It's nice.
on top of the pancakes just to make it look good. And what are those? Are those dates?
Yes.
Dates, okay. We also got some fresh juices, 2 cappuccinos, and I went for an omelette and some pancakes as well with fresh fruit and a sweet pastry.
The pancake, very nice.
Yeah,
So
they were really good yesterday, so I'm assuming they're the same today. It's good. Look, as with all inclusive resorts, don't expect the food to be wow. Like you're not getting that local experience. Mihai and I always like to go and get the local food, from local restaurants. So if you come to an all inclusive resort, you're not gonna get that, obviously. But I mean, for the price you're paying, you're getting amazing value for money. Such a nice variety. You've seen the selection here. For every taste, they have something, and yeah, I like the quality. It's pretty good. A lot better than in a lot of high-end restaurants that we've been to, even. So that says something. And I've also noticed the workers here, they work really hard. They keep everything nice and clean. They're very fast. They do their job very well, I must say. And once again, if I compare to a lot of high-end restaurants that we've been to in other countries, I have not seen that. So, yeah, good on them, for being like that and offering that kind of service, top quality service. So, yeah, I'm impressed with in that regard. But I forgot to show you the view that you get from the restaurant. So you've got the pool and a nice view of the Red Sea. Okay, so we both had a wonderful breakfast.
I'm so happy.
Yes.
Full.
And as I mentioned, everything is included. So you get the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus the drinks. You don't get the alcoholic drinks though included. So
For me, it's no problem.
that's not a problem for us. We're not into alcohol anyway. But yes, the rest is included. So that's good. And the coffee was quite decent too, I must tell you. So yeah,
Very nice coffee.
good coffee. Yeah. So we'll just give you a quick tour of the rest of the resort. So I have to tell you, this resort really feels like an entire city. And you have all sorts of little shops here as well. There's even a pharmacy. There's a spa center as well. And beautiful layout too. Interesting design. And they also have a clinic. So if you need to see a doctor, they have that. Oh, they've even got a perfume and a bookshop over there as well. So they have these pools scattered all throughout the resort, and they also have a water park as well. It's quite early still, so there aren't any people here yet. And then over here they have the aqua park, which only opens from 10 a.m. so it's still early, that's why there's no one here yet. So they have this smaller section dedicated for younger children, and then they have a bigger section at the back. In fact, I think this is not the only area, there's another side. So yeah, pretty good. I mean, to have all this included as well, it's pretty awesome. I still can't believe just how huge it is. I mean, when we booked online, we had no idea. And this aqua park is actually part of the resort that we're staying in. Not that it matters, like I said, you do get to use the facilities from all three resorts. Okay, and over here they have this massive water slide for adults. And once again, it's not open yet.
If I have time today, I come here.
Yeah, you'd like to try it?
Yes, I like to try.
I don't know, it looks a bit scary
I like to
for
feel
me.
Like baby.
It's
Like
not for,
kids.
but it's not for babies. I think
for
that
babies.
it's for adults. No way.
It's for baby.
No way. It's for adults. It looks scary. I'm sorry.
Doesn't look scary.
For me, it is. I don't know.
Fun.
Because it looks quite steep. If you look at the top, it's very steep. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll give it a try. No way. Okay, so it does say here that it's not for children under 10 years old. So over is okay. So it's not just for adults.
Still kids.
Yeah, I know, I know. It still looks scary for me. I'm sorry.
Doesn't look scary. You need to try first.
Okay. But yes, plenty to do around here. You won't get bored, that's for sure. The value for money is pretty incredible for what you get. And I mean, we have been to other resorts, but you usually pay a lot more. I mean, $85 a night for what you get is just nothing. It's
nothing. Sometimes you go in the restaurant, you pay.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you go to a
$100
restaurant
just
and you pay so much, whereas here you get all of these facilities. Yeah, so it's great to come here for a holiday, especially if you're a family. Kids will have plenty to do around here. Normally what happens with us when we go to a resort, we can't stay more than 1 or 2 days. We like to go outside and explore, so it's fairly difficult for us to stand still, even though, yes, it does seem like you have a lot to do here. So
yeah, it's big resort, you have a lot to do.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the main pool area near the beach. So I'm assuming this is where most people like to come. So we'll be heading to the beach now. I'm very excited to finally see the Red Sea. We only saw it yesterday from the restaurant window that I showed you earlier. So this is our first encounter. Wow, check out the color of that water though. It's quite windy today, very windy, but the color is just unreal. So we have a small beach here, but you can see there's more umbrellas on that side as well. Okay, so it looks like there's another section, and the color of the water appears to be getting even better on this side. Oh, looks fantastic. Okay, so we found a little spot right here by the beach to sit and relax for the rest of the day.
And this is my bed for all day.
Yes, it'd be nice to sit and relax. And just check out the color of the water. I mean, I still can't get over it. Looks incredible, and to me, I would say it's pretty close to what you see in the Maldives and the Cook Islands. Very similar. Would you say it's similar, Mihai?
Yes,
Very close, isn't it?
very close.
And I like the design of the umbrellas as well. Gives you that holiday vibe.
No, I'm so happy for this resort.
You happy with our choice?
Yes.
Yeah, I was a bit skeptical at first. I was a bit worried. I didn't really know what to expect, but overall, I'm glad we made the
Until
decision to
now,
come.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Beautiful beach. The food, it's okay. It's very good food for all inclusive. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yes, this is definitely such a different side of Egypt than what I pictured. Instead of ancient monuments, here we are surrounded by turquoise water, coral reefs, and desert mountains. So, yes, very different from what I imagined. There's really good snorkeling here, I heard, so I'm very excited to try out the snorkeling as well. Now, Hurghada does stretch along more than 40 kilometers of Red Sea coastline, and this is where you get some of the clearest waters in the world. It stretches between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, and for thousands of years it's been one of the world's most important waterways. And you might be wondering, why is it called the Red Sea? Because clearly it's not red. Well, it turns out there's seasonal algae that sometimes gives the water kind of a reddish brown tint, though some people say it's because of the red colored mountains along the Egyptian coast. But what makes it really special is actually the marine life here. There's lots of corals here, and yeah, for Egypt, the Red Sea has always been important. First as a trade route, and today as one of the top diving destinations in the world. And I don't know if you can see, but right there in the distance, there's actually a shipwreck, and it really stands out against the color of this water.
No, I'm 100% sure that spot have the best snorkel here.
Yeah, I think so. You will probably need to go and see it.
Yeah.
It looks far, but I mean, the water looks quite shallow here, so we'll try and attempt and do some snorkeling around that shipwreck. Yeah, I had no idea that the Red Sea looks like this, that Egypt looks like this. This is not what I had in mind when coming here at all.
Yes, Egypt surprised us.
Okay, so we just came across this other section, and it's right by the beach as well. Mihai just discovered it 2 minutes ago. We almost didn't come here at all, but they have a water slide here as well. And I assume this is where they have all the shows in the evening. So they have a stage over here with lots of seats. Okay, so another beautiful beach, and you actually get a nice view of the desert from here as well. So all the way in the distance. Oh wow. And then you get the different shades of blue as well. Yeah, so at this point you probably get a clue of just how big this resort is. It is absolutely huge. Some more pools over here. Yeah, so this side is definitely a lot more social, not as quiet as the side we're on. Lots of sunbeds and umbrellas over here as well. Yeah, very suitable for families. There's plenty of activities for children. There's playgrounds, the water slide that I just showed you. So I will say that the color of the water on our side is much nicer though. A lot prettier. So nice and warm, and you can see just how crystal clear it is. The only thing that's missing for us right now,
I know.
you know, are some drone shots. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't enter Egypt with a drone. It's illegal, so we had to leave it in Istanbul. But I can only imagine what they would have looked like. Mihai was pretty upset about that. But like in most countries in the Middle East, you can't bring a drone, so it is what it is. We'll just admire it from here. You can still see how beautiful it is. morning, guys.
Good morning.
So it is the next day, and this morning we are heading to do a boat tour to a place called Orange Bay, and it's gonna include some snorkeling as well.
It's a little bit windy today.
But it's a bit windy, so we're a bit concerned they might cancel on us, even though they have messaged us to say that they are coming to pick us up. So fingers crossed it goes well. Okay, so we arrived in the marina. Looks like quite a large group. A lot of people and a lot of boats over here. So yes, it is a popular tour.
So hot.
Yeah,
Sun. Burning.
yeah, I can feel it. It's so strong over here. Very dry air as well. There's barely any humidity. Yeah, so it is a large boat, very spacious, looks very nice. Are you excited?
Yes. I like to see the fish, the coral.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on so many snorkeling trips around the world, so it'd be interesting to compare. But I mean, what we saw yesterday in our resort,
Yes.
even that was already top,
I
you know?
think it's
One of,
here.
so it'll be interesting to see if it's like in the pictures, because, yeah, in the pictures it looks so colorful, so vibrant. Okay, so while we wait to depart, I'll just quickly mention the details of the store. I completely forgot to tell you guys. We just booked it yesterday on booking.com. It was the most affordable option because at our resort they were charging us double. So yes, it ended up costing us 33 US dollars, and that's for the two of us. But there is an additional €5 fee per person for the national park entrance. So I assume that's where the Orange Bay is. So that's compulsory as well. But yes, as I said, at the resort they wanted like 50 US dollars per person, and that's without the fee. And yeah, the tour should go for about 8 hours, and it includes lunch as well. So yeah, pretty good deal, I would say. Okay, so it turns out that they also include some water sports here, like banana boat and this inflatable sofa. So we've just made a stop, and I think we're just gonna take turns to try it out. We look ridiculous, I know, but safety first.
Yes.
Yes, it's enough. It only lasted
just-
about 2 minutes, but
No,
it's
not
enough.
even. I think it's 1 minute.
It's enough, trust me. Round two. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this. I said I was gonna regret this. I'm regretting it now. I
This
knew
is
it.
the best.
This is gonna happen. It was fun though.
Now you can't sleep. That's it.
Wake me up, that's for sure. Okay, so those rides on the banana boat and that sofa only lasted about a minute. They literally only do a circle and then that's it. But to me, that was enough.
Just make you wet and that's it.
Yeah, it makes you all wet. And as you saw, we fell off the banana boat. So I kind of knew that was going to happen, but decided to go along anyway. So yes, I think we're currently heading to Orange Bay now. That's the next stop. And I think they've left the snorkeling to the end of the trip. So yeah, so far it's nice.
I'm happy.
Yeah, so far it's been fun. that orange bay. Oh wow, just check out the color of that water. It's incredible.
You know, I can say it's paradise.
Yes, it's like the
water-
Maldives.
Yes.
Very,
it
very
looks like-
similar to the Maldives. I had no idea Egypt had water like this
Wow.
and beaches like this. It's incredible, out of this world.
I didn't see this water a long time.
Yeah, I can't even describe it. It's so beautiful, and especially against the contrast of the orange in the background. Yes, this is definitely not the image that comes to your mind when you think of Egypt at all. What a contrast to what we imagined. It's surreal.
It looks like a little city here.
Yeah, it is like a little city.
I like the design, the timber.
Yeah, beautiful design, very nicely decorated. So obviously this is just a tourist island. Nobody lives here. You can't actually stay here. Okay, so we'll be spending the next hour and a half on this island. So when you come here, each group is assigned a row of beanbags, and you can pretty much chill by the beach. You can go and have something to eat. There are restaurants, cafes here, although it is quite pricey, I must tell you. And then they have all sorts of photo spots as well. You can take pictures. They have a swing, as you can see, all the way down there. In fact, there's multiple swings all around. Now, Orange Bay is actually part of the Giftun Island, and this is actually the largest island in this part of the Red Sea, and the first place in Egypt to be declared a marine protected area back in the 1980s. It's surrounded by coral gardens, dolphins, sea turtles. So I think, yeah, for Hurghada, Giftun is really more than just an island. It's the very reason the city became famous in the first place. Now, typically when people come here, they relax, they go for a swim. Mihai and I, totally different story. We like to go around exploring. We just can't sit down in one spot. It's impossible for us. But I definitely think it's one of the best activities that you can do here in Hurghada. I mean, spending a day at the resort is nice, you can relax, but if you're like us and you can't sit inside the resort and just do nothing, yeah, this tour is a must. I think it's a must regardless. If you come to Hurghada, I think you have to come here. This is really the best of the best. So yes, you won't be disappointed. The scenery is absolutely spectacular. Yes, the water is nice and clear. It is super warm. The only thing that's different here from the Maldives is the sand. So you don't really get that white, powdery, soft texture that you get in the Maldives. Over here, it's mostly these little pebbles, so it's not as pleasant to walk on. And then, of course, you don't get the palm trees either. You really get that desert backdrop. So yes, that's different. But the water itself, the color, is definitely very much like the Maldives, that's for sure. Okay, so we decided to climb up this interesting looking structure they have here, made out of wood.
It looks so nice.
Yes, you get a lovely viewpoint from here. I think this was a restaurant or a cafe area. There's nothing here at the moment, but we came here for the view. And
look how many colors.
yeah, so many shades of blue. It's just unreal. And you can see how many boats there are as well. So very large groups keep coming and going. So that's why they only allowed us to stay here for an hour and a half. And then right behind us, we have the desert. Well, at least that's what I think it is, because there doesn't appear to be anything else on this island. At least this section right here is the only one accessible to us. So yes, what can I say? It is a bit touristy, you know, it is touristy. There's a lot of people, a lot of boats coming in. But I still think you have to come here and see it with your own eyes. This water is incredible. And just to come and have a swim here, you know, it's amazing. So yes, I think it's a must to experience if you come here in Hurghada. Don't just stay in your resort, get out of the resort and come see this beautiful place. It's magical. All right, so we are back on the board. We're just having some lunch. They had like a mini buffet downstairs. So there's quite a variety here. Have some rice, meatballs, some pasta. I think this is chicken, some sort of an eggplant sauce, salad, potatoes, and some peas. So yeah, looks pretty good.
Happy?
Yeah, you get hungry when you stay on the beach. You get quite hungry. So yeah, this is good. Alright, so we just had lunch and we're about to make our first snorkeling stop.
Can't wait.
Yes, we've been looking forward to this part the most. This is our favorite part, so we're pretty excited.
This is my favorite.
Now, the Red Sea's coral reef system is one of the longest continuous reefs in the world, stretching nearly 2,000 kilometers down the coast of Egypt, Sudan, and Saudi Arabia. It's also one of the most biodiverse, with over 200 species of coral and more than 1,000 species of fish, many of them found nowhere else in the world. And what makes it even more unique is their resilience. While corals in other parts of the world are dying because of rising ocean temperatures, the corals here have adapted to extreme heat and salinity. And scientists actually call this part of the Red Sea a possible last refuge for corals in the age of climate change. So that's why diving and snorkeling in Hurghada isn't just beautiful, it's really a glimpse into one of the most extraordinary and resilient reef systems on the planet. And you know, corals are so much more than just pretty underwater colors. They're actually the rainforests of our oceans. And even though they cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, they're home to about a quarter of all marine life. And that's huge. They also protect coastlines by breaking the force of waves. And for millions of people around the world, reefs mean food, jobs, and even medicine. Some of today's medical research for things like cancer and heart disease actually comes from coral reef organisms. But the sad part is corals are really fragile with warming oceans, pollution, and overfishing. A lot of reefs are dying off. And when they disappear, so does the life that they support. So when we think of corals, it's really not just about their beauty, it's about the entire balance of the ocean and how closely our lives are tied to theirs. Okay, so we just finished the snorkeling. We had the two stops, and what can I say? It was pretty amazing. It was as if you were swimming inside an aquarium, except it was real and it was endless. You had so many beautiful colors, purples, blues, yellows, some reds. It's pretty incredible. And yes, we've been to many other snorkeling trips around the world, and some of the top places like the Maldives, Seychelles, or the Cook Islands. And every time we would see beautiful, colorful fish, probably even bigger fish than what we saw here. But unfortunately, every single time the corals were dead. So it's the first time when we finally got to see some colorful, healthy looking corals. And I mean, I have heard that here in Egypt you can get them even more colorful. There were quite a lot of dead corals around this area where we've been as well. So perhaps if you go with a private tour or some other tour, they'll take you to other places where they're even more colorful and more vibrant compared to what we saw. So, but I think it's still one of the best, if not the best, snorkeling trips we've ever done. And yes, I can highly recommend it if you come to Hurghada, you come to Egypt, do the snorkeling tour. I think you won't be disappointed. It was pretty amazing. Alright guys, so we got back from the boat tour. As you can see, it's already dark outside.
Again, long day for us.
Yes, a big day. We had a shower, had some dinner. The restaurant had a lovely display once again with a nice variety of foods. So that was nice. But what's most special about this evening is the fact that we got to witness for the very first time a lunar eclipse. So yes, we've never seen one before. It was a very unique and special moment for us, especially being here in Egypt as well for the first time.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this day is definitely a very special one for us. Now, about the tour, just wanted to mention a couple of things. It went really well. We had a fantastic day. The guides were very knowledgeable. Everything was well organized. They made sure that we felt comfortable, that we felt safe at all times, especially during snorkeling. So yeah, I felt really comfortable. It didn't feel like you were alone, or they were always by your side. So yes, it went really smoothly. We were worried at first, we didn't know what to expect, but it ended up going well. The only thing, however, that we didn't quite like and really shocked us, to be honest, was the fact that they kind of forced us to leave them a 5-star review at the end. And when I say force, I mean to the point where the guide snatched the phone out of my hand and he literally put the 5 stars himself for me and then submitted the review. So yeah, I was really shocked. I've never encountered that before, and yeah, this kind of incident makes you question the reviews that you read online now.
Yeah, check the reviews. Every 5, 6 negative. This is the true.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've never never had that happen to us before, and I mean, I would have left them a 5-star review anyway because we really couldn't fault the trip whatsoever. Like I said, everything went really well. So I had no problem with giving them a positive review. But yeah, the fact that he did that really caused me that discomfort that it wasn't my decision, it wasn't my review. So yeah, I've got mixed feelings about that. Um, and then at one point, there was another one that came asking for tips. And again, he was pushing everyone. So yeah,
Push. Very push.
yeah. So I have nothing against, helping people out. You know,
I prefer just pay $5 extra and it's finished.
yeah, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I would rather them, and that applies to any country, by the way, not just here in Egypt. I would really rather have them include the tip in the price so that it's paid, it's done, than causing that discomfort. Because sometimes you may not have cash on you, you may not have enough. Um, things happen, right? So
And you feel bad.
and you feel bad and when they push you like that, and yeah, it doesn't come from the heart, it doesn't come when they do that to you. Yeah, you lose all pleasure. And
It feels like a scam.
yeah, so we thought we would mention that. And yeah, that's not to put you guys off doing the tours at all. Like I said, we did have a good time. It's just a little note on the side, and hopefully um, you know if any tour guides watch this, hopefully they can improve their service through that. So just, add
Just
it in
put
the
full price and
add
that's
it in the
it.
price, or yeah, don't force the people to give you reviews at the end, because if they enjoyed, if they had a good time, they'll do that anyway. Trust me, they'll give you a good review. So yeah, but I think it's time to end this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.